So if you watched The Horrors of Quarantine, our first video when we first got to Kim and Joe's, you might remember Billy a little bit.
Hi guys, I'm Eric.
I'm Robin.
Wonder Boom.
How you doing?
Welcome back.
Well, we have just another person in the long line of amazing people that we just spent 11 weeks quarantined with in New Mexico. So we've got two more, and today we're going to feature Billy, who is a genuine Renaissance man.
Yeah, in the ultimate sense of the word.
He is ultimately, I mean, he works at Renaissance fairs as well as other fairs, mostly Renaissance fairs, but he can do so many things.
I mean, one thing we've learned about all these guys is that they, are incredibly multi-talented. I mean, having to fill so many different niches, and Billy's, man, is amazing. He's from sewing to
leather work,
macrame.
Helps with macrame.
Unbelievable.
Oh, we have some really fun footage for you. Oh, I'm really excited about this.
And of course, we'll have links at the end for you to be able to contact him to see if you can get some of his lovely creations.
Now, something that he made for us when we first got quarantined, he made some masks. Now, he made all of us, masks for the house, and mine just has a little ribbon. Eric has the elastic, which is a little bit loose. So there's this design that he started with just to get us some masks, right? To get us, these are actually, this is how these go. This one goes on.
They still work well though.
These are the masks that we were using for the most part while we were there, and these are washable. We've washed them several times.
And you're gonna see now.
These are the new ones that he's making and designing and selling, and these are great. So I like these. I put the loop around my neck this way.
And you pull it away.
And then the nose wire is up here, so that when you take it off, you can just let it hang, which is nice. You don't have to worry about it. So
these guys have more of a tie string.
Yeah,
on
so
them.
these are a tie string, so you tighten up the bottom by pulling.
They make a much tighter, nice tight fit.
Yep. I have a little string because I didn't want a huge old bow. Where Eric really likes the big bow, so he had a bigger bow. So we're going to show you the process that he makes these, and if you would like to purchase any, they're for sale. He's got 125 of them. I mean, they might go fast.
Yeah.
But he's selling them for $10 a piece, $5 for shipping. So that's a really good price, I thought. Enjoy. Here's the mask making part. Okay, so what number of masks is this? 120 something?
This is the last 6 of 125.
Nice.
After a lot of figuring it out, look, one of the masks is even using
It's perfect.
is perfect for
They're
holding the office
they're
clips.
fry boat masks.
Yep.
But they're super comfortable. So I have 2 masks. I will have 2 because I'm getting one of these. But I'm getting the other ones that we made. The first pack, which I like, actually.
It just doesn't fit as many people comfortably.
Exactly. This one's much more of an all kind of purpose for all people.
Little boat style.
Yeah.
Would you like fries with that?
Mm-hmm.
Some tots? Some cheesy tots?
Ooh, cheesy tots. Oh, that's the perfect. Yeah. That's
Check
awesome.
to make sure it's good and even.
On to the next one.
On to the next one. Everyone thinking about cheesy tots now?
Yep. Or tachos.
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 Yeah.
taking you a week to do all these?
This is taking me about a week.
Yeah.
Maybe a little over. And
Would you say working full time in a week or like part time?
it's full time.
It's a lot of masks.
It's a lot of masks.
But you were saying you like the assembly line.
I like the assembly line. I like doing the same step over and over and over and over again. And then I break down the steps to figure out which is the fastest way to do it.
That's fun. I used to do that at work too.
I like finding efficiency models.
Yeah.
Like just having all of these office clips on there and the
Yeah, I
pins
noticed
already
that.
set
Yeah.
for where it goes.
That's
Saves me a lot of setup time. And then I can sit and get an assembly line with the setup. Because setting it up, I can just sit there and do it and then pay attention to all of them. That way when I sew them, I can just pay attention to one at a time.
Yeah, I just picked out. I like the Joker ones. So I'm picking out this one for me and then this one for Eric.
Oh, nice. I like that. Oh, yeah, it's a... Dang.
It's kind of like a jester, right?
Totally, I like that.
Hey Whitney, will you try this one on so I can see how long they need to be? Is the wire on the top there?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
You put it on the wrong way?
I put it on the wrong way, yeah. Because then you can tie it
Actually,
up
that's how I would tie it. I'd do it that way.
You
It's
would do it that
easier.
way?
Oh yeah, it's easier. Yeah, that's actually I think the good way to put it. Oh, that's good. How's it feel?
Feels good.
Just putting the filters in.
Usually Pepper comes to say hi to me.
This is rayon paper towel, and it's good for 100 uses is what the package said. You could wash it 100 times.
Nice.
So when you get it in there,
You just get your pack.
yep,
Get a
you
pack
just
of
go
rayon
like
paper
this,
towel so you can...
and then poof, it's perfect. See?
Nice.
Yay! Because I also crochet, and I have every size crochet hook.
You have all the tools.
When I was driving away from Arizona, I didn't know how far from Armageddon we would be. So I wanted to make sure that this grandma had most of her sewing tools.
Yeah.
We're giving him blue polka dots instead of the gray.
Gets what he gets, and he'll like it.
You said to have the connected part on the opposite side of the nose, right? Mm-hmm. So that
Yeah,
we
so
could
put
leave it
this
hanging
around
on
the
your
neck. Yeah, this one would be the neck area. I just think that would work better.
That's counterintuitive to what I would do, but I think it makes more sense.
Mm-hmm.
Ding! There's Eric's little mask packet.
Oh, how cute!
The origins of this print come from Arlecchino,
Spain?
Commedia dell'arte, Italy,
Italy, nice.
and our famous Harlequin, who now is female, was originally male. So,
I love Harlequin fabric. That's why I
one of the
chose it.
first masquerading drag queens of society and culture.
That's awesome. I didn't think about it that way.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But Arlecchino was Il Doctore's slave.
Hmm.
And the doctor diagnosed everybody pregnant or dead. And
That's-
Arlecchino was actually the intelligent character of the plot.
Interesting.
The smart slave. Let's see how this fits for you.
Yeah. Now I'm from Italy. Thanks, Billy!
You're welcome.
I'm really comfortable. Yeah, you can totally talk. So those are available, you know, those masks if you really want to purchase one.
Link below.
Yeah. And then the other thing that he does at Renaissance Fairs, which I thought was really fun, and it's purely for entertainment value, which he does tarot card readings.
I'm just gonna give you a quick little sample of the readings that I do out at fair.
Okay.
Keep in mind, people out at fair they're there to have fun more
Yeah.
often than not.
You're not seriously telling me my future.
Well, I mean,
maybe.
Some
yeah.
of the contracts say for entertainment purposes only because Fortune telling is still illegal in certain states. If you want to go ahead and shuffle the cards a few times.
Can make this?
This is a Kim piece, yeah.
Yes. So just shuffle all the way, like
Mhm,
shuffle like
however
a
you want.
regular shuffle.
There's no wrong way. Yeah, the perks of working with someone who paints silks.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh darn, right?
That's
All of my
beautiful.
tarot cards are wrapped in silks that match the decks.
Nice.
So when I do readings privately, I do half an hour to an hour long readings.
Okay.
I have multiple decks, I have multiple oracles, I use the cards, I use palms, I use faces,
Wow.
the I Ching, I'm
Oh,
learning
okay.
runes.
Wow.
I mean, it's all the same patterns, just with different languages to describe it.
Okay.
So that kind of makes it easier. So this reading I like to do, it's perfect for this deck. Give me 3 piles. Top is the mind. It's always what rests first with us. Connecting point is the body. And then the spirit sits on the underside. This parallel also works with past, present, and future, because more often than not, a lot of what we keep in our mind are our experiences and what we've recently gone through. So here in the mind, the body, and the spirit. So right now, with this 3-card reading, this deck always reads upright to the client. And this 2 upside down, 1 right side up, has really been the sort of system of what's happening in quarantine.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Because we're looking more of what's going on within ourselves. We're feeling a little bit of lack, really trying to focus in on what needs to be done.
So this is upside down because of that. This
Right.
one and this one. Okay. Usually they'd be facing me, so I could read them. Okay.
Right. And it depends. Different readers read differently. Different decks read differently. Most of my decks read upright to me, except for this deck. Try as hard as I might, it reads upright to the client. Mine shows man holding a coin upside down, which shows going through the little bit of tightness with money, really trying to figure out what's going on, looking more at where the money can go and how to make it work. Really trying to shuffle it around, and trying to work towards receiving rather than just constantly spending.
Yeah, don't we all want to be there?
Here on the underside shows the sun, so coming from a place of a creative mind, the ability to look for new projects, surround yourself with creative people.
That's so weird. That never happens.
So there's
Cool.
that. Here in the body shows action.
I don't feel that I've been doing that much action lately.
Well, I mean,
Maybe
granted,
enough?
we've been living together for a couple months now, and you've gone on hikes about once a week, and
Yeah, usually more than that actually.
Yeah. Try to go.
so going out and doing the stuff.
I
And
was doing the workout room for a while.
the workout room, yeah, we were doing that for a while. But here, the action doesn't just imply physical action; it
Right.
also implies a lot of what you're doing with the YouTube and getting more subscribers.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And having forward
Making
movement.
action. Okay.
It's forward movement is really what it is.
Oh, cool.
And paying attention to both sides of it is really important. Okay. Here on the underside of the physical shows the thinking man. For me, the difference between the thinking woman and the thinking man is that men typically tend to be more linear in their thinking. And so to have a place where rather than getting overwhelmed by all of the different things, I'm way more of a thinking woman than a thinking man.
Okay, you think about things in the.
That's why I'm sewing 30 different projects, and I
Right.
have wind chimes that need to be done over there, and I have this over there that needs to be done.
Multitasker.
Yeah.
Yeah, and only
we're a lot
one out of
thinking
the
men.
30s gets done.
Right. Yeah.
But to have that thinking man on the underside of the action, really having a drive and a focus, a direction.
So does that mean that I need a drive or a focus, or
You've already got it.
because I feel like I actually have gotten more just in the last couple of weeks. Much more
For
drive
it
and
to
focus.
show up on the underside, this shows where you've come from to where you're currently at.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So where you've come from is
That kinda
coming
makes
from
sense
that
right now.
linear thinking and really working towards, okay, well, how do we plan this action?
Okay.
That planning of the action is really an important step for you.
Yeah, definitely.
So here, your future card, which is also your spirit card.
Adjacent possibilities.
On the underside says door to personal healing and happiness.
Ooh, I like that one.
For me, the doors are always a choice in this deck. Just because we have access to it doesn't necessarily mean we always choose it.
Or go through it, right?
Or go through the door. Sometimes it's nice to just have access to the door, right? But here, this often, when this card shows on the underside, it's those lines we've said to ourselves of, oh, I should be doing this.
Oh, totally.
Or, oh, this is one of the things that I know that if I was doing, I would be better off. Or,
I always shit on myself.
yeah, and then rather than shitting on yourself, it's important to at least pick one of those and follow through with it.
Right.
It's like when you're walking back and forth and you see a piece of garbage 4 or 5 times, do you pick it up?
No, you just leave it there.
No, you pick it up.
Oh, okay.
And so here, what that says with this card on the top side, with adjacent possibilities also in the contrary position, it indicates that rather than constantly looking for new things that work, do what you already know that works. Rather than constantly trying to try something new to make yourself feel better, to make yourself feel more happy.
Oh, that's really true for
You
me, actually.
already have your own coping techniques and coping mechanisms
Right.
that work.
Mm-hmm.
And even though
Wow.
we're in quarantine, even though we're in a different situation, those coping mechanisms are still there and still available to you.
Right.
I mean, right now.
The one thing that I haven't been doing that I used to do a lot is meditation. I bet that's telling me.
Well,
right there.
and
To me, that's what it's saying.
here we have someone on the property who's studying meditation professionally.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and I meditated with her. She's amazing.
And so here on the overall, looking at the 3 primary cards, what focuses here on the center is action. Keeping yourself busy is so important. Not worrying about the money, not worrying about what else you could be doing or should be doing is a waste of your time. So there you go. There's a card reading for you.
I mean, this is just one of the things you do. You also work for Kim. You also do leather work. You also, now you're doing sewing to make the masks. You're just going to make a whole
Macrame.
bunch of masks.
And the
I also
macrame.
do hair
And
braiding.
Hair braiding we're going to be showing.
Yeah.
Again, these are dreads. These are wool dreads that Kelsey put in for you, and then you do her hair. And
Yeah.
I mean, it just turns out awesome.
We're
I mean,
scalp
they look-
buddies.
Yeah, they're totally scalp buddies.
Yeah, these are Jennifer
Yeah.
Selman's dreads.
I mean,
JS
just
wool
very
looks.
cool. Yeah. And so that was a whole new thing for me. I'm learning so many new things about like all of these great like skills and
I work for the silk business, also doing print cutting. So I cut all the prints.
Oh, wow,
And I
okay.
sit and I iron all of the scarves or do the production work.
right.
Because for me, I don't enjoy the artistry of it as much as I enjoy the production of it.
You like the production. So yeah, so
Which
Billy's
is
one
why
of
I
these
have
guys,
that
yeah,
pile over there of face masks.
that you're all excited about.
Yeah.
Whereas people are like, oh, I love the creative. I love this. Is like, no, Billy's like, just give me a thing, give me a whole stack of stuff. I just want to get it done.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
amazing that way. He is a production king, really, honestly.
Yeah, but
so-
this is a basic. It's quick. It's easy.
This is
it's
really fun.
Something that you can have out at fair and still enjoy your fair day.
Exactly.
What,
The other
Billy
thing
or
about
me?
you, Billy, is that he makes the most incredible salads of
Oh, yeah.
anyone ever.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
do
he's a
enjoy
salad
salad.
king.
I am a salad maker.
The chopper.
The chopper.
Yep.
And then, of course, he's got Kingsley, which you also have seen in several of our earlier videos. The big,
Yeah,
giant, black
huge,
Great Dane, which is
beautiful,
a big sweetheart.
Our awesome friend, Kingsley. So that's his
And,
papa.
yeah.
His Billy.
But then, he does this absolutely beautiful macrame work.
Watch how he's making these earrings. It's really cool.
So I also have been doing a bunch of macrame. Last year here when I was at Kim's, I did a project that I fell in love with, and then I went out and I went to 30 different thrift stores and spent $300 and bought a bunch of supplies to make a bunch of stuff. And then I traveled with it for a year and never did anything with it except for a couple little bottles here and there. I do enjoy the bottles a lot because you can clone plants in them and do some other stuff. But after hanging out and spending a lot of time on Pinterest, which I think most of us are guilty of, us creative folk, I started to really like the mandalas that were on there. So I started doing the mandalas. And then I started to find some jewelry stuff. And so I wanted to try my hand at making some jewelry with the macrame. So I got some earrings, a little hypoallergenic. The materials, so I didn't spend a bunch of money. Not going to admit where I bought them. And then a lady where I've been doing sewing machine repair has a little bit of jewelry in her sewing shop. And so I bought these, and I'm also going to do a little bit of jewelry, a little bit of a macrame hanging from the bottom of this.
Oh, nice.
Owls are so cute.
Because I also do sewing machine repair. I've
Right.
been doing the sewing machine repair now for about 5 years because I work on industrials, and I've been doing production sewing for 13 years of my life. And
Got to know a lot of
Yeah.
machines. I'm guessing.
yeah, when you have to spend $500 on your sewing machine to get it fixed,
Yep.
you learn how to fix it pretty fast. But I picked out some colors that I thought would go with this. So I'm gonna do some fun colors here. I wanted to do a purple and pink one because.
Just cause, right?
And then I also wanted to try one where I did big to small strings and phased it through the different sizes. So I'm going to try a few different things and see what happens.
Nice.
Right now it looks like this. These are the tools I'm using. A comb so I can brush it out. Water. I like these misters because I worked at a quilt stop. But I like the misters. They're good quality.
A power quilter or power mister.
Yep, because I'm also a quilter. Comb, scissors,
Pretty
supplies.
Pretty
And
simple,
your very
yeah.
nimble fingers.
Yes.
On my very nimble fingers.
Awesome. Well, it'd be fun to see what you come
Yeah,
up
I'm
with
excited.
Let's see what happens.
here. Yeah.
Cool.
So, yet again, another amazing person that we got to be good friends with over the course of the past 11 weeks.
Awesome.
And again, so talented, so
One of the best
useful,
things. yeah.
helpful around the house as
Oh,
well.
amazing.
I mean,
He was totally, yeah.
always cleaning up, always, like when the food came in, he was one of the first people that was always in
processing
charge
the food,
processing the
cleaning
cleaning,
the
getting it
kitchen.
prepped.
Yeah, he was
And
an amazing, helpful,
of phenomenal
Just-
salad maker. On top
Oh
of it
yeah,
all, so.
salad magician, I would call him. But the best thing about Billy is his laugh.
Yes.
Makes you happy.
Yeah.
Whoever you are, it doesn't matter who you
He
are.
should be used on laugh tracks
It should.
for
It is- he
comedy
is-
shows. He's got
It
that
is
kind of a
just, it
talent
is
of
awesome.
So,
And we
yeah.
miss it.
Yeah.
We miss your laughter, Billy. We will miss you so much.
Thanks for watching, guys. Hope
Yeah.
it was another fun person to share with you.
Yeah.
And again, be sure to like and subscribe. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell too to notify you when our new videos pop. So remember,
Join the Wander Boom.
join the Wander Boom. It's happening right now.
Let's do it right now.
All around us.
You know you wanna. Okay. See you guys later.